In our previous episode of how to create the Google Web Stories using HTML and CSS, we have seen how to create these kind of Google Web Stories, right? So this is a practical demo of that episode here. Now in this episode, I have got many queries like how to add the Google Analytics and Google Adsense code here. So that's what we are going to cover in today's episode, and we will also learn how to add these bottom links in the web story. So that's what the purpose of today's episode. The first thing you need to do is, if you are watching this video for the first time, you can watch this video. I will drop the link in the description below, and the code for this web story is available here, and the link of that is also available in the description of this first video and in today's video as well. This is the basic code through which we have created this web story. Now in this we will learn how to add the button and the Google Analytics and Adsense code. So the first thing you need to do is you need to add these script and link tags into your HTML. So this is a Google Analytics CDN, right? And this is the Google Adsense CDN, and this is a consent, like whenever we use this kind of analytics and ads code in our web stories or in any of articles, so there we need to consent to the user, like we accept the cookies into our website. So that's what the purpose of this link is, AMP consent. So that's we need to add as well. Now the first thing we need to do is we have to add this button here, right? So this is called as AMP story page outlink, right? Now suppose this is the 6th page where we have added this image here, right? So here to add this button, after AMP image you can add this AMP story page outlink, right? Layout we will use display. So using this you can add this link here, a href, and whatever the link of your channel is, like suppose I am adding the YouTube link of my channel @Codzify, and we have to add this attribute as well, role is equals to link, and here you can add the Codzify YouTube channel. So this is the way you can add this. Now let's test this here. So you can see the Codzify YouTube channel is available, and if I click this you will come to this page, right? So this is how you can add the story page outlinks. Now how to add the analytics and AdSense code. Now to add the analytics you can use the AMP analytics, and you can use the type attribute Google Analytics. Okay, so inside this we need to add the script. So script type is equals to application JSON, and inside that we need to add the variables. So we will add the wheres. I will zoom in so that you can see the code properly. Now here wheres, and you can add the variables here, like for example Google Analytics account ID. So that's what we need to add here. And where to find this ID, you can go to Google Analytics here, and here you will see the ID, right? According to the latest analytics code you can add that ID here as well, right? So in my case, if I add this ID here, this will be that, right? Now you need to add more key value pairs here. So I will add the triggers. I will say default page view. Whenever user visits on my page, so this will be the analytics code which will make it visible in your dashboard. So visible, I will say request as page view. So where's, and inside that you can say with what is the title of this page. So I will say tell me about yourself will be the title of this web page, right? So yeah, that's how you can add the Google Analytics into your account. So I hope you know how to get the ID and what to add into this triggers, right? Now to add the story ads, you can use the AMP story auto ads. So to add the Google AdSense into your web story, you can use this. Similarly, like script application JSON, like this, and here you can add the add attribute. You can use the type as AdSense, data add client, and to know the data add client, you can go to the Google AdSense here, and here inside the account here you can go into the account information here, and you can use this publisher ID, right? So this is your publisher ID. Okay, so that's what you can add this here, and before this you can use CA pub, right? Similarly, you can use data add slot, and to find the add slot you can go to the ads section here, and by add unit you can get the story. Like if you haven't created any ad, you can create this ad here, and you can add, you can give the name of your ad here like sample ad, right? And make it responsive so that it will work in mobile and in website as well, right? You can create here, and from here you will get the data add slot, right? So here you can see the ID, data add slot ID. So that's what we will add here, like this, and here don't forget to add the brackets. So this is how you can add the analytics and auto ads Google AdSense into your web story. Now we need to add the consent as well. For that you can use AMP GEO, and we will use layout as no display. We will use the same script JSON. We will close the script here, and within brackets you need to add the code. So here I will add ISO country groups, don't worry, the code link will be available in the description below. From there you can use the reference of this code, but now I have to use this to create the story. And as I am running this on my local computer, so ads might not be available, but if you host this on the web hosting platform, then your website will definitely show the ads. As I have practically implemented this in my website as well, so you can use this code. We will use have consent, and inside that we will use ID is equals to story consent, and layout as no display. Now inside this as well you will use the script JSON, and there we will use the brackets, and here we will use consent instance ID, consent required. This is important because without this the ads might not appear into your web story. Prompt UI story consent UI geo override and you can add this AMP story consent as well, where we are telling the user about the cookies, right? So this is how you can add this consent. We are able to see the outlinks here, right? And to run the ads we need to host it on our website. So if I show you the demo here, I have already used this here. You can check out this in the web page. So when I run this, hopefully we will see the ad. See, So this is how you can see the ad into your web story, like this, right? So I hope this web story tutorial will be useful for you, and if you want to learn how to create this web story grid here, you can tell me. I will create the video for that as well, right? So thank you for watching today. See you in the next episode. Till then, keep subscribing, keep sharing, and keep learning. Happy coding.